Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our lesson, we will begin with reciting surah. The first one will be Surah Al-Fatihah, Surah Taha ayat 1 hingga 5, Surah Al-Insyirah, Surah Al-Kafirun, and then Surah Al-Ikhlas by 3 times. After that, followed by selawat ke atas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam di akhirat kelak. Dan kita niatkan segala bacaan surah dan selawat kita ni untuk kedua orang tua, keluarga dan seluruh umat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kemudian doa sebelum belajar, semoga dengan usaha ini akan membantu pelajar agar mudah memahami dan dibukakan hati para pelajar untuk mencintai ilmu. Okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل 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 محمد
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmat-Mu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmat-Mu, wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. In this session, we will discuss about mode, median, mean, and range. Okay, mode, median, mean, and range. So can you please get ready with your notes, page 136 until 146, and your worksheet, page 132 until 135. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to calculate the mode, median, mean, and range for a set of data, including from an ungrouped frequency table, and find the model class for group discrete data. Second, compare two distributions using the range and one measure of average. When we talk about average here, it means that mode, median, or means. Okay, mode, median, or means. And our steps to success, copy this down in your notes. First, differentiate between mode, median, mean, and range, and how to solve each of them. Second, compare two simple distributions using the range and one measure of average. So here we need to compare the range and also one measure of that average. Again, average means mode, median, mean. Okay, this will be the keywords that you will find out in this topic. First, dataset, mode, median, mean, and range. We're going to discuss this mode, median, mean, and range. And what is actually dataset? Data is a set of information. Each piece of information is called a value. Sometimes we call it element. Okay. First, let us discuss about mode. The mode of a dataset is the element that occurs the most often. It is the value or data that occurs most frequently or with the highest frequency in that dataset. It is also called the model value. Some of the exam question will use the word model and some of it will use the word mode. It is uncommon for a dataset to have more than one mode, but it is not impossible when two or more elements occurs with equal frequency in the dataset. That is when the bimodal and trimodal happen. Okay, bimodal means the dataset have two modes, whereas trimodal is when the dataset have three modes. Okay, for example, this single mode we only have 5 as the highest frequency. The second box bimodal because we have 2 and 5 with equal frequency, and trimodal when we have 2, 5 and 7 have equal frequency. Example 24a. James has a spinner that has sections labeled 1 to 5. He spins the spinner 10 times. Here are his scores. And here you need to find the mode. So for mode, the keywords for mode is the highest frequency. And here the highest frequency is 4. Example 24b. Here are the ages of 9 children at a birthday party. You need to find the mode. I give you 20 seconds to try. Okay, so you need to look for the higher frequency, and the answer is 10. Example 25. So here you are given a table, and 26. For both of these examples, you need to find the mode of size. I give you 20 seconds to try. Okay, now for example 25, the mode is size L. Okay, so why? Because L has highest frequency. And for example 26, if you see here, blue and black have same frequency. Therefore, here in example 26, we have bimodal, and the answer is blue and black. And can you please copy down this explanation in your notes? Explanation, copy this down in your notes. The colors blue and black occur with the highest frequency, that is 95. Therefore, the model colors are blue and black. In other way, this example 26, we have bimodal. Now, median. The median of a set of n values is the middle value if n is odd, or the mean of the two middle value if n is even. Mean here means average. In your PSR, in your primary level, we call it average. Okay, so you add both of the informations and you divide by 2. Do you remember that one? Average in your PSR is equal to mean in this topic. When the values are arranged in ascending or descending order, it is important for you to arrange. Okay, please remember this one. Before you find out the median for that data, you need to reorder from ascending or descending order. Please remember that one. The second things that you need to understand about the median, The median of a data is dependent on whether the number of elements in the data set is odd or even. So you need to identify if the data set is odd or even. Okay, so again for median, first you need to reorder from ascending or descending. The second one, you need to know the median data is odd or even. If odd, it is easy, you just need to take the middle data, okay, the middle value. But for even, you need to find the average of the values. At the average of the both make the average of the both middle value. Average in your PSR is equal to means in this topic. Okay, so when I say average in this median, that means the both of the middle value, you need to add them and divide by 2. Okay. Okay. How to find median? We have two methods to find median. The first method preferable for simple data set. Okay. Now, step 1, you need to arrange the number in ascending order or descending order. This is what I mean in my previous slide. So, once you reorder, and here for this data set you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 elements. Okay, so when we have 7 elements, that means we have odd data set. So if it is odd data set, once you rearrange, just take that the middle value. How we know that is the middle value? You count from left to right like this. Okay, from left to right like this, and then this left. So this is your median, and the answer is 5. While if the number of elements is even, the median is the average of the two middle value, as I mentioned earlier. So average here, average that you learn in your primary level. Okay, and we use the word average in median so that you can identify that average here means you need to add two middle values and divide by 2 before you know your median. Okay, please be clear with the words average. For the whole topic, average means mode, median, and means. Okay, but for this topic median, the average here is the average that you learn in your PSR. Okay, now here you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements, correct? So although it is a even data set, you still need to reorder. Okay, you still need to reorder, and then for this part, and leave with two middle values, correct? These two middle value you add and you divide by 2, and this will be your element. This will be your median. Clear? If you still not clear, you can come and ask. The second method to find median is by using formula. Okay, and this second method useful for finding median from the frequency table. Okay, when you are given frequency table, so apply this second method. Step 1, you need to calculate the median position to find the position of the middle value using this formula. So you need to memorize this formula, median position. This is median position, not yet median. Okay, it's just the position. That is why we have TH here. So n plus 1 divided by 2. So for the second information, find the middle value from the frequency table corresponds to the middle position that you already calculated from this step 1. So you need to memorize this formula. Median position equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Now, let's say you are given this frequency table. Okay. Sizes of shoes and frequency. So, find the median position. You add them all, this one, the frequency, 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2. So you will get 17. Okay, 17 plus 1 divided by 2 will get 18 out of 2, and it is 9th position. So, with this 9th position, look back this frequency row, and then you count from here. So 3 plus 5 is 8. So up to 5, it is 8th position. So we plus 1 here, it is 9th position. Therefore, the median for these questions is 27. Okay, clear? Example 27. Shown are the ages and weights of 5 cats. And here we have 2 questions. And I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now for part A, which cat has the median age? And remember, for median, you need to reorder. You reorder the age, so we have 1, 4, 7, 9, and 12. So at the middle is 7. We have odd data here. So the middle value is 7. With 7, 7 is total. Therefore, the answer is total. For part B, which cat has the median weight? So we reorder the weight. And then 14, 14 is mido. So the answer is mido. The answer is fido. Example 28. Hannah is recording the number of letters in each word in an article. These are the first 10 lengths. So we have 10 elements here. Therefore, we have even data set. Okay. So remember, for even data set, we need to find the average of the two middle values. Okay. And first and foremost, of course, we need to rearrange all the elements. So we take both of the middle values. And step 2, we need to get the median. Median equal to 4 plus 4 divided by 2. And the answer is 4. Therefore, the answer is 4. Example 29. This is about height of some footballers. So here we have 2 questions. For part A, work out the median height. For part B, we need to find the model height. I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay. Step 1, you need to reorder. So it's up to you for ascending or descending ordering. As long as you reorder the height here, and then we take the middle values. So they have even data set, and here we have two middle values. So you need to find the mean. Mean is average in your PSR. So take that both middle value 1.81 plus 1.85 divide by 2 and you will get 1.83. Therefore, the median height is 1.83. For part B, what is the model height? Which have most frequency? And the answer is 1.78. Example 30. The frequency table shows the ages in years of 15 people in a sport club. So you need to find the median. And here we need to get the median position for our second method. So for median, we focus with frequency. And then you add all of the frequencies, 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 1. And we have 15. And step 1, you need to get the median position. 15 plus 1 divided by 2 and you get 8 position. And remember, this is not yet your median, this is only the position. And how we get the median? You look at the frequency and you try to add them one by one. And well, let's say here we have 3, correct? So we have 3 position here. So when you plus 4, we have 7. Up to here, we have 7th position. And then we need 8th position. Therefore, we cannot stop up to 4. We continue. So 7 plus 7, we have 14th position already. And that 8 include in this column. And therefore, the median for this question is take that edges 14. Okay, the 8th position is 14. Okay. Next, mean. The mean is computed by adding all of the numbers in the data together and dividing by the number elements or values contained in the data set. Okay, so we have the formula here, mean equal to sum of values out of number of values. And for data presented in a frequency table, mean equal to sum of fx divided by sum of f. Now, mean is actually your average in your PSR. Okay, in previous PSR, in previous primary level, we call it average, and now we call it mean. Okay, so we proceed with this example 31. Find the mean for each of the set of the data below. So here we have 5 number of elements, and all of them you just need to 8. 4 plus 9 plus 7 plus 10 plus 5 divide by 5 and you got 7. Example 31b, you have this data set, so you just add all of them and be careful with the negative sign and you should get 1. And don't forget to copy this down in your notes. For part C, you have this value, so you add them all, divide by the number of elements, which is 7. So 16.1 divided by 7, and the answer is 2.3. Example 32. Mr. Wazif gives his class a test. So here are the results. So we have 2 questions here. For part A, work out the mean mark. And for part B, how many students score above the mean mark? I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, for part A, you need to work out the mean. So add them all, divide by number of element, which is 10, and you will get 623 divided by 10, and you will get 62.3 as your final answer for part A. For part B, how many students score above the mean mark? So the mean mark is 62.3. Therefore, you need to find out students who score above the mean mark. And we have 5, 6. And the answer is 6 students score above the mean marks. Example 33. This example involves frequency table. So you need to find the mean number of goal score. Give your answer to decimal places. Once the mean involves frequency table, so you should apply this formula. Mean equal to sum of fx divided by sum of f. And below this table, put that fx, okay? Below the table, just put that fx, and then you multiply all of them like this. 0 times 13, 1 times 21, 2 times 24, 3 times 21, 4 times 13, 5 times 8, and here will be the fx. So you total all of them, it becomes 244, and the frequency also 13 plus 21 plus 34 plus 21 plus 13 plus 8, you will get 110, and use this value for this formula. Okay, sum of fx is 244, sum of f is 110. Okay, then you will get 2.21818, and we need two decimal place. Therefore, your final answer is 2.22. Okay, 2.22. And the final answer is 2.22. Example 34. We have two questions here. This is same like your previous PSR. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now the mean mass of a group of 12 students is 60.5 kilogram. Find the total mass of the 12 students. So, solution, mean equal to total mass out of number of students, correct? So, here, you put the mean here 60.5. So, the missing part is total mass, the total. So, total equal to 60.5 times 12, and the answer is 726. Please copy all of these workings in your notes, okay? And then for part B, two students each with a mass of 60 kilogram join the group, alright? So, find the new mean, okay? Giving your answer correct to 1 dp. Now, you need to find the mean. Mean equal to 726 is the mass, correct? The mass, so 726 plus 60 plus 60 divided by, and remember we add two more students, so here is 14. And you should get 846 divided by 14, and the answer is 60.429, and you need to put your answer in 1 dp, so 60.4, and the final answer is 60.4. Now Let us move to range. The range is not an average. Please remember that one. The range is not an average. It shows the spread of the data. Okay. It is used to compare two or more sets of similar data and also to explain the consistency of two or more sets of data. This is the most important. You need to remember the formula to find out the range. Range equal to biggest number minus smallest number. In statistics, a range shows how spread out a set of data is. The bigger the range, the higher the range, the more spread out the data. If the range is small, the data is closer together or more consistent. Okay, you need this information if the question asks you which data is more consistent. Okay, so the answer is when the range is smaller. The smaller the range, the consistent will be the data. Example 35. Miss Aliyah gives her class a test. The test is out of 40, right? And here are their scores. So you need to work out the range. Okay. Remember, formula to find range, the biggest value, the biggest number, minus smallest number. Okay, the biggest number minus smallest number. That is the formula to find range. Alright. So the range is the difference between the smallest and largest number. Yes, the largest number here is 38 and smallest number is 20. So the range is just simply 38 minus 20. So the answer is 18. Example 36. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now solution. Range equal to biggest number minus small number. So 13 is the biggest number, 7 is the smallest number. 13 minus 7 is 6. Therefore, the answer here is 6. Example 37. You need to find the range. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now. So you need to get the biggest number and smallest number. From here we can see that 5000 ml is the biggest number. Okay, and this 75 ml is the smallest number, so you just to subtract, and the final answer is 4,925. Example 38. I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay, you need to work out the range, so you need to look for the biggest number minus smallest number. Biggest number is 1 and the smallest number is -6. So recall your integers. Minus meet with minus here, so plus 1 plus 6, and the answer is 7. And the answer for this question 38 is 7. Example 39. We have 4 questions here, and I will give you 2 minutes to complete all of these 4 questions, okay? 2 minutes from now. Okay, example 39. Amshar played 20 football matches for his school team. The number of goals scored in each game are shown in the table. So you need to look for modes. So the highest frequency will be 2. Okay. Now for part B, you need to find the median. So you focus with this frequency 3 plus 5 plus 9 plus 1 plus 2, and you will get 20. So 20 plus 1 divide by 2, you will get 10.5. And remember, this 10.5 is the position, not yet median. So if this happen, that means 10.5, it is between the 10th and the 10th and 11th position. Okay, 11 position, right? So from here, we try to check from 3. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. So the position of 10 and 11 is at 2. For part C, you need to find the median. So please prepare your fx. Here your fx. And then 34 and the frequency is 20. 34 divided by 20 and the answer is 1.7. And then the range. Okay. For range, look for the x part. Okay. For range, look at the x part. So you look at number of goals. So 4 minus 0 and the answer is 4. Next, the last part for this topic. Compare two simple distributions using the range and one measure of average, bracket, mode, median, or mean. Now, please be careful. The word average here consists of these three things. Okay, mode, medians, or means. But average in previous topic means that average same as the means average that you learn in your PSR. Okay, average is mean in that situation. Okay, which is you need to add all of the values in the elements divide with number of element. Okay, but average in this situation, it referring to these three things. Average is referring to these three things: mode, median, or means. So please be careful with that. Okay. Example 40. Catherine plants 2 different types of tomato plants. She records the number of tomatoes that she picks from each plant each day for 10 days. Her records are shown below. So we have plant A and plant B. And we have 2 questions here. You need to find out the mean for plant A and also the mean for plant B. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now for part A, you need to calculate the mean for plant A. So add all the values, divide by 10, and the answer is 4.2. And for part B, calculate the mean for plant B. You add all of the data here and divide by 10, and the answer is 7.1. And here we proceed with the part C and D, and also E and F. Okay, we have 4 questions here. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now for part C, you need to calculate the range for plan A. So 7 minus 1, you got 6. For part D, range for plan B. So 9 minus 5, it is 4. And which plant produce more tomato on average? Okay, which plant produce more tomatoes on average? If you encounter this type of questions, so please refer to your means. Okay, so here the higher the means is better. Okay, the higher the mean is better. So plant B produce more tomatoes because the mean is higher. And for part F, which plant has the more consistent? When we talk about consistent, we are talking about range. Okay. When we talk about consistent, we are talking about range. So which plant has the more consistent yield of tomatoes? The answer is plant B. Why? Plant B is more consistent because the range is lower. So please remember these questions. If in exam they ask about consistency, so look for range. They ask for something that produce more, for example, so look for means. Okay. Last example before we stop, example 41. Okay. Here we have 4 questions. I give you 5 questions. I give you 1 minute to try. Okay, for part A, what is the mode for Monday? And the answer is 1. Okay. What is the range for Monday? So, look for number of people. Before that, B is here. What is the mode for Saturday? And the answer is 2. And now, for part C, what is the range for Monday? And look for the number of people. And the answer is 5. 6 minus 1. Okay. 6 minus 1. And for part D, 5 minus 1, which is 4. Again, which day has more varied result? More varied result mean not consistent. And the answer is Monday. Monday had more varied result because range was higher. So this is how you going to answer this kind of questions in exam. Before I stop, okay, please please make sure you understand each of these terms, these keywords, and you need to clear the method to find out mode, median, mean, and range. Okay, so this will be the last part for our lesson. As usual, we will reciting doa. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani Ya Rabbal Alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah Engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah Engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.